Now, simple question. Is it right to steal? Now, on the surface level, the answer seems obvious. Now, how much does it cost? You're not risking your life for something that's, you could buy for $100. But in all seriousness, this question presents some nuances that are not acknowledged on the first thought. Within the realm of fashion, simply put, niggas are bandits. Like, niggas are straight up Sly Coopers where intellectual property is concerned. If you don't know who Sly Cooper is, well then, you could go ahead and unsubscribe. Okay, that was a joke. No, don't, please. I'm begging. But is stealing necessarily wrong all the time? I feel like at some point we've all stolen something. The battle of authentic versus authentic replica is a recurring topic in fashion, and everyone has their personal opinion on it, whether they share it or they don't share it. Some blatant examples of stolen ideas are Old Navy ripping off independent designers, Zara and H&M, what they did to the Yeezy, 700? No, 450. The Yeezy 450, the Babesters to the Air Force Ones, and a Pitbull's back to DMX. There's stealing everywhere. On the other hand, however, I was recently watching a video by Sanjeev, who is a Indian/European YouTuber, fashion YouTuber, and he did a video recreating the Rick Owens stringy, kind of like tentacle hentai looking trousers. And an interesting point that he made from his perspective is that the materials used and the time consumed did not necessarily warrant the high price tag attached to the pants. Although he did preface by saying he understood the value of the creative aspect in of itself, and that he personally or any external opinion cannot put a value on someone else's creative process. We don't know how long it took to come up with the idea, how long it took to craft the idea, the trial and error process. So the bottom line answer is you cannot put a value on someone else's garments unless it's anti-social social club. I don't care. It is ass. His view on the value of $1 grew the thought that I already had in my head about, stealing. Or is it justifiable to steal? For example, take mnml LA. Every American designer knows about and very much hates, despises, loathes mnml LA. Hear me out. Reason being is that mnml LA is a brand that mainly revolves around taking the designs from predominantly American designers and replicating these designs at 1/10 of a price of the designer's piece. What mnml LA does is the bare minimal when it comes to creativity. I guess that is kind of where the name probably came from. However, minimal does differ from the previously stated ripoffs like Zara, H&M, and Old Navy because essentially they draw influence from the designs themselves instead of the fonts, the logo, or the graphic used. Besides this, Jerry Lorenzo has been seen multiple times going on a rant because of them taking his idea essentially and selling it at a mere fraction of the price, and you cannot really give him fault. Some people may see it as salty, but he did take however time he needed to draw that idea from scratch. To paint a picture, it's like a designer works tirelessly for months to come up with a unique silhouette, then minimal is like, nah nigga, like give me that. However, from another perspective, minimal is providing the aesthetic and look at an affordable price to majority of the consumers who are unable to afford a pants for, let's say, $400 USD without stealing any branding or logo from the original. From a legislative point of view, mnml LA is merely influenced by the creation of these designers, which is encouraged in fashion. This realm of replication or stealing is more so referred to as alternatives. Then there's Virgil. Virgil, since the dawn of Off-White, has been accused of plagiarizing from smaller designers that are less in the limelight than he is. Some reports have even gone on to say that he would most times meet with these designers and have like a conversation with them, like just a casual conversation, and then he would steal their design. He's even been accused of stealing the primary logo of Off-White's brand from Helly Hansen. One of the accusations are so similar, like one outfit looks circumcised while the other one looks uncircumcised, and he's like, yeah, it's not the same thing, like, it's not the same thing, dog, like, look, it's like two different things. On another instance, allegedly he stole a chair from another designer, and that as it is the same chair. like Like it is the same chair, no modifications were made. So at this point, it's like, okay, this is how I see it. It's like R. Kelly. Wait. Hear me out. First accusation is like, you can never tell. You know, you don't know who's right, you don't know who's wrong, so you reserve judgment. Second and third is like, maybe somebody trying to get back, or like, you still, you know, you're on the fence, but most persons will start to, you know, believe it. But like 10 plus victim testimonies and 2 videos is like, okay, yeah, this is lock that nigga up. Another big instance of stealing is Supreme versus Supreme Spain, and this one is Supreme Spain is scummy. Like that's the only way you could look at it. Like scummy, like grimy, like crusty, dusty, Davy Jones locker, kind of nasty. There's no other way to look at it. I guess you can look at it that Supreme Spain innocently seized the opportunity to replicate a brand that was not present heavily in Europe, copyrighting their name in that region so that on paper they are selling original, fake Supreme. But if you abide to those ideologies, then all in all, my opinion is alternatives are a necessary evil. Reason being is that most of us can't afford to purchase the garment for 500 USD. So we opt for the cheaper similarity. This should be an alternative, however, which should have some form of moderation to it. It should not be a straight up knockoff of the original design, and there should be a measure in place where the original design should be referenced or given some form of praise through the selling of the lower tier garment. That's just my opinion. And yeah, that's kind of about it. Thank you for watching this video. And if you had a different perspective on stealing, or if you had another example of stealing, you could let me know in the comments below.